Hi there, and welcome to this presentation about our bi-weekly leadership meetings or weekly leadership meetings, depending on your location. In this presentation, we will review how this will work moving forward. We will go through our agenda, our leadership meeting musts, our issues list, how to IDS problems, and overall our expectations for our team members and our managers and chefs. So let's start with our agenda. We have two different agendas that we have outlined. We have one that's the 20-minute meeting, and we have one that's a 30-minute meeting. Depending on your location, you will be assigned either one of these agendas. You will know ahead of time which agenda that you have. They are very similar in the style and what we will do, but just have a little bit of differences depending on each agenda. In the 20-minute meeting, we will take 15 minutes to IDS or identify, discuss, and solve issues. We will take 2 minutes to review quarterly rocks, and we will have 3 minutes to review to-dos. In our 30-minute meetings that will be a little bit longer, we'll have 2 minutes where will be a welcome, the 20 minutes where we will IDS problems and issues. We'll have 3 minutes for our rock reviews and 5 minutes for our to-do list. So let's continue here. Here we will go through our leadership musts. These are musts for our meeting. Number one, follow the agenda. We have to follow the agenda. We cannot be off topic. It's so important. We only have a limited window of time. We need to IDS issues, define solutions. IDS meaning identify, discuss, and solve. Bring a list of issues. This is key. Come prepared. Bring a list, be prepared for your meeting, and be ready to go. Remember, during these meetings, we won't be able to IDS all of the issues. Rather, these will be parked and they'll stay on the issues list until we're ready to IDS them. We will assign to dos. Each to do will have an owner. These are our action items or things that we need to do either throughout the week or bi weekly. And we'll learn healthy ways to manage our time and to be efficient in these meetings. So let's jump to the next topic here. Issues list. What is an issues list? An issues list is a compilation of topics that need attention or resolution. Why are you asked to bring one to the meeting? Even beforehand, it's really important that you're able to take the time and to look through the things that are either causing you concern or holding you back, or matters that require attention and resolution in your particular location. During our meeting, we'll talk about our issues list, but let's also review what parking our issues means. So, parking our issues means that we are going to look at the issues that are the most important within our team, and we will park the other ones. Park meaning we'll hold them on the issues list until we are ready to IDS them in another week. They will continually stay on that list until we are ready to handle them or to deal with them. So let's go into a little bit about what IDS means. IDS means identify, discuss, and solve. So let's go through the first one, identify. We need to truly identify the root cause of the issue. This might be digging a little bit, but really figuring out what is the issue. Discuss. Discuss. We need to openly discuss the issue with everyone and share our opinion. This discussion should be an honest and open discussion where everyone is involved. Everyone's opinion must be heard in this discussion portion of the IDS. And the next S, solve. Solve is where we come to an agreement on to make the issue go away forever, right? We need to find a solution to these issues. Whenever we solve a problem, most always, it has a to do. A to do is an action item that should be completed within 7 days. So, something that has to be done to be able to solve a problem. We can't just solve a problem without an action item. So, let's go into a sample meeting agenda. That way, you can understand exactly how these meetings will look. So, the first part of the meeting, we're going to welcome everyone. So, we're going to share one personal thing that happened this week that was a good thing. So maybe you got a new foster cat, maybe your child just started a new daycare, maybe your birthday is on Friday, maybe you went to a Blink 182 concert. I know I'm aging myself. Or maybe your family just moved to Miami. These are all things that we'll share. The share will be quick because we only have 2 minutes, so it'll be fairly quick. All right, and then we'll get to the next part, IDSing, right? Getting our issues out on the table. It's, as I said before, it's really important that we write down potential issues even before the meeting starts. We will share our issues. I'll write them all down and we'll park the other ones that are not so important to next meeting. Once we identify the issues, we will then discuss them. Once we pick the most important issues that we will be dealing with that day, we will then discuss. Sample issues that might come up might be employee or people related, menu or cost related, operations, about our buildings or residents, time to table, quality, service. These are all examples, but they could be a variety of different things depending on your location. A tangent. What is a tangent? A tangent is something when we are going off on the wrong track. We have veered off the road. You'll frequently hear me say, hey, look, guys, we're on a tangent. If I say tangent, that means we need to stop what we're discussing and focus back on the topic. This is not to be mean. This is really just to redirect ourselves into a discussion that's healthy and that's solution orientated. All right, so for the second part of the IDSing, we're going to talk about discuss. In discuss, as I've said, it's critical to be open and honest. We want to get everything out on the table, but only say it once. Let's not repeat ourselves. Saying it more than once is politicking. It's going around in a circle. When it's all on the table and things are getting redundant, it's time to solve. So if we're discussing the issue over and over again, it's time to try to find a solution to that problem. Then solve, right? After everything is laid out on the table, we are open and honest. We are going to solve. Solve means that we're going to agree on a plan that makes sense and makes the issue go away forever. Now, the issue may eventually come back up again in the future, but we are going to make our forever for the next whatever period of time, and it's going to disappear, right? That's what a solution is. It's more important that we decide on what the solution is. So let's decide it, right? So we need to make a decision and solve it. Once everyone agrees, we will take the action steps and we'll put it on the to-do list. Please note that there are going to be times where everyone is not going to agree, right? But we have to live with the decision. We will live with the decision and understand that it's more important to solve the problem than to agree. All right, so that's our IDS portion of the meeting. Now let's talk about rocks. Rocks are long-term goals set for your location. All right, these are priorities that have the company in mind, large goals that are set for a specific time frame. We tend to do these on a quarterly basis, right? So in the long term, we will set rocks with your location. Here are some samples that we have, right? So maybe a sample rock for your location, something that's really big, is implementing all 4 checklists by the end of the quarter, or maybe improving sales by 15% by a date and deadline, rolling out organizational procedures for your location by the end of the quarter, or maybe cutting labor costs by the end of the period. These are things that are large projects that are within that 90-day period. It's really important that we set these for you and that we outline who owns these rocks too, right? So a manager might own a rock for implementing all 4 checklists, or a chef might own a rock for cutting food costs by 10% at their location. These are what rocks are. We will help you in setting these up and setting up milestones for these rocks. Milestones are action items or to-dos, or very at least similar to to-dos that are set up for rocks. All right, so let's go through the last part. So what are our expectations? Our expectations for you in this meeting. Our expectations for you in this meeting are to be proactive, be ready, right? Be a proactive manager, be a proactive chef, be a proactive member of our leadership team. Solve problems. That's what we're here to do. We need to be solution orientated. Right? Communicate. So communicate effectively with the team during the meeting. Think about what you're saying. We don't want to go around in circles. We have a limited amount of time for a reason. We want to make sure we're focused that we're not dragging, and we're really, really communicative about everything that we're discussing. Look at the big picture, right? So, big picture items are going to help us see things from a bird's eye view and really identify what our operation needs. Attend all meetings. Come to all of our meetings. It's really important that you're there. Come prepared. Jot down notes. Come up with issues beforehand. And be willing to work in this new model of work. This is going to be very different than what we're used to. Instead of a discussion that's going to go around and around in circles, we are going to do this in a way where we are trying to fix problems and come up with solutions on a timely basis. This is going to be different than what we're used to. So it's going to be instrumental that our team understand that this change in mindset is tough and needs to be developed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and you going through this video. We look forward to our bi-weekly meetings with everyone. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. Thanks again. Bye.